Are we live? Are we live? I think we are loud, live, and in color. We're going to try this again. YouTube, I'm not here for the foolishness and the fuckery on today, girl. I'm not here for the foolishness and fuckery on today. I'm tired as fuck, girl. I ain't got time for it. Okay, I ain't got time for the bullshit. So, like I said, we're gonna try to start this thing over. What's up, Charmaine? What's up, Queen Slapperhole? We're gonna try this thing again. Girl, I ain't got, like I said, I ain't got no sleep. Been up all fucking night, literally. Okay, literally. Ever since I got off YouTube with you guys, I have been awake. Have not gotten a wink of sleep. And we're going to try to do this thing again. Hopefully YouTube doesn't cut off again. I don't know what the dealio is. I may have to start going on YouNow. I hate how YouNow looks on YouTube, how it has that little line down at the bottom. But to me, it seems like it's reliable. And YouTube just, with it being so glitchy, I can't deal with that foolishness and that fuckery, okay? Y'all know I'm not a very professional person when it comes to filming my videos. Y'all know half of the time I don't like to edit and shit, but at the same time, I don't want my shit constantly cutting off. So that right there, they're going to have to work that shit out right there. Yeah, I know it's that aromatherapy, sleep therapy stuff. I don't necessarily like YouNow either, but YouNow don't cut off. So if it keeps cutting off, I'm gonna have to go on YouNow because it's reliable. So I don't like it either, but we're gonna have to do what we have to do. What's up, Kenny? Thank you so much, Kels. Thank you so much. We got a couple of few things to discuss on tonight, family. Like I said, it ain't a whole gang of shit. And we're going to just sit here and talk like girls, okay? We're going to sit here and talk like girls, like we good girlfriends sitting around sipping on some wine and shit. I ain't got no wine. I got my jug of water down here beside me, but you know it is what the fuck it is. On my phone, it says you're live. On my laptop, I don't see it at all. Girl, I don't know, girl. Try to refresh or something, child. I don't know, child. Instagram has a live, y'all. I don't even really get on Instagram like that. Girl, no, I ain't told YouTube what, girl. They ain't finna do nothing. I guess I told them that they live streaming is fucked up, girl. What they gonna do? Absolutely nothing, okay? Thank you so much, Charmaine. I'm glad that you're here too, boo. Like I said, I have been missing your name. I have been missing your name. Now, let's go ahead and get into a couple of topics of conversation. First and foremost, like I said, we're going to sit here and talk like good girlfriends. But have you guys heard about the fact that Ed Hartwell, y'all know who Ed Hartwell is, right? Ed Hartwell is the dude who was actually dating Keisha Knight Pulliam, okay? They actually got married. Keisha got pregnant. Ed said, you know, I ain't want no kids. You pretty much damn near tricked me into having a baby. Then he went on to say that he felt like Keisha was, you know, having affairs and shit, and that the baby possibly wasn't his. Well, of course, after the baby was born, they got a DNA test and it came out that it was 99 point. Y'all know, like I said last night, y'all know I said Dana don't lie, okay? Dana does not lie. There's one thing about DNA, she don't lie. So it came out 99.99% motherfucker, you are the father. Now, this is the same dude who was in the dogging this girl out, pretty much saying that she was, you know, an opportunist, and she was pretty much just using him to have this baby, etc., etc. Motherfucker, last time I checked, they said that you was using this girl royalty checks from the Cosby Show, and you was using that shit to go and purchase different things, like, you know, putting your down payment on your gym or whatever the fuck it is you got. So you the one who's the opportunist, if anybody is an opportunist. Because last time I checked, when you are married to someone and you're having unprotected sex with your wife, motherfucker, I don't know what type of rock or whatever you live up under, but last time I checked, you should have learned this shit in sexual education in high school, that whenever you have unprotected sex with someone, there is a chance that you're possibly going to get pregnant, okay? Just fucking says in a hot, shitty ass motherfucking mess. But he has decided, after he didn't call this girl everything but a child of God and said that he don't want no more babies, etc., etc., he has decided to petition the court for joint custody after she decided to put his ass on a little bit of chisup, okay? I don't know why dudes do this, and they do this shit a lot. Anytime a woman puts a man on child support after he decides that he don't want to take care of his responsibilities, the motherfucker always wants to file for joint fucking custody. And most of the time, when people get to filing for joint custody, not all of the time, okay? Not all of the time, but most of the time, you got a motherfucker who wants to go and file for joint custody. 9 times out of 9, they just want to try to avoid paying child support. And I feel like that's what Ed Hartwell is doing. And people were going in on Lisa Wu. Y'all know Lisa Wu has, I don't know if she has 1 or 2 children by Ed, but she actually wrote something to the courts, pretty much telling the courts how great of a father Ed is, because, girl, you need people on your side, girl. You need people on your side to vouch for you. She actually wrote to the judge and pretty much told the judge that, you know, she has joint custody with Ed for their children or their child, and he's a great father. He's never been a deadbeat. Anytime she needs anything, he's there for her, et cetera, et cetera. And people were like, girl, I cannot believe you sitting there trying to help this man's case, knowing, you know, the shit that he did to you and knowing how he treated Keisha. I can't believe you. And she was like, well, it's not the fact that I was trying to help his case or I was trying to shade Keisha, but she said the judge in the courts asked her what type of a person that Ed was, and she decided to write out, you know, basically that he was a good dad, et cetera, and he has no ill intentions in his heart and all that type of shit. So, girl, like I said, girl, bye, another motherfucking lie. Ed Hartwell, do I feel like he should have joint custody? Absolutely. Now, do I feel like he should be able to see his child? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're the same motherfucker who sat there and shit, from my understanding, word on the street is you tried to cause this girl to have a miscarriage while she was damn pregnant, okay? And it seems like I said, it seems like to me you just trying to keep from paying child support. Can you see your child? Absolutely. But motherfucker, ain't no joint custody around this motherfucker. For why? For what? What you need it for? You just don't want to pay no damn stuff. But anyway, Naturally Courtney said, I remember she was cutting about him way back. What do you mean, Naturally Courtney cutting about him? But wait, he don't have anything to do with his son with Lisa. Well, according to Lisa, Lisa said that he is a great father. She said that her son is with Ed 2 weeks out of the year. I'm sorry, 2 weeks out of the month. She said she has her son for 2 weeks and he has the son for 2 weeks. Kel said she needs to stay out of it. From what I understand, she was devastated about having the joint custody with her son. She spoke on it during that Diva show. Yes, Hollywood. Was it Hollywood Divas? Was it Hollywood Divas that she was on? But yeah, of course she's saying that it ain't none of her business. The only reason she decided to even speak on it was because the judge asked her about Ed's character. Okay. She needs to get that child support, and he can see the baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Naturally Courtney said he dogged her out, ran her name through the mud, but now Lisa's backing him up. Yes. Lisa's saying he is absolutely in no shape, form, nor fashion a deadbeat dad. But last I checked, motherfucker, you was sitting there calling me all types of hoes and shit, saying that I was sleeping around, et cetera, and basically saying that I trapped you or I tricked you into having a baby. Motherfucker, we married. You have an unprotected sex with your wife. What do you think will happen? Okay, unless you got a vasectomy or some shit. And even a vasectomy ain't 100% guarantee. Everything got that 1%. Rhonda said Ed needs to stop his messy BS. He dogged this girl when she was pregnant. I understand he dragged Lisa through the dirt some too. Exactly. So I'm confused as to why she's even, you know, motherfucker, I wouldn't shit. I'd be like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this judge, madam, sir, madam, whatever. Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. We got joint custody, and that's pretty much all I want to say. I'm not finna release. I mean, she released a whole goddamn gang of shit, pretty much saying how he's a good dad. He ain't never been no deadbeat. You know, anytime she needs him to pick up some slack, he does it. I mean, she was going on and on about how great of a person that he is, and I did low-key think that was kind of shady, especially for somebody who dogged you the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe she was doing it for a reason. Okay. But why? What happened? What are you talking about, boo? But yeah, that's what's going on with Keisha Knight Pulliam and Ed Hartwell. It's going to be very, very fucking interesting. Lisa is trying to get at Keisha, period. She was upset when they got, exactly. That's my whole point, Kels. Girl, you being shady as fuck. You being shady as fuck by doing that shit. Like I said, okay, the judge asked you about Ed's if you claim the judge asked you about his character, I would have been like, okay, he a good person. He, you know, we got joint custody, but she released like goddamn 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. So, okay, pretty much professing how great of a person that he is. And I thought that was shady as fuck, just saying. Now let's move on to another topic of conversation. Let's talk about Chateau Sheree. We know Sheree Whitfield from Real Housewives of ATL. Shout-out. We know all about Chateau Sheree, the house or the mansion or whatever that she had been building on for 45 fucking years. All right. Well, apparently Sheree is being sued yet again, okay? All of these contractors and people that she has hired are actually suing her for non-fucking payments. And they are requesting that she sell her home in order to pay off her fucking debts. Also, word on the street is that she ain't even living in Chateau Sheree, which I think is crazy as fuck. I don't understand these folks who try so hard to keep up with the Joneses. But my thing is this: who want to build this big fancy ass house and you can't live comfortably in it? Girl, you can't even pay. You can't even. How you gonna pay the bills in that motherfucker? You can barely even look. The gag is she cannot get a certificate of occupancy, which is basically, apparently they keep failing all of these inspections and they got all of these mold problems and all this other stuff. Somebody please explain to me, why would you go and build this expensive ass fucking house when you can't, girl, you can't even upkeep the motherfucker, okay? While y'all sitting there pretending like she living in this damn house on Real Housewives of Atlanta, whatever the fuck they doing. She ain't living in that fucking house, okay? She's not living in Chateau Sheree because she cannot get a certificate, because you got to have, the shit got to be up to code. And it's not up to fucking code. So if she get to living in it, she will face a gigantic ass fine. But let me read y'all this shit right here. Sheree Whitfield of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and her fairy tale dream home, Chateau Sheree, will be featured in an upcoming segment of the popular reality show, but it's still virtually unlivable. Whitfield has been fighting to get her certificate of occupancy, but the home still can't pass inspectors. Now, not only is it unlivable, but many of the contractors that worked on the home are still waiting for payment, and one has even sought to garnish her wages. I mean, I'm not laughing at the situation because it's a fucked up ass situation, but at the same time, why in the hell would anybody go and build some shit like this? Number one, like I said, it took her 1,001 years, and it's almost like she was doing this shit to try to, I guess, make herself seem like she has more than she really has. And I'm not trying to throw no shade at her, because at the end of the goddamn day, you do what you want with your coin. But obviously you ain't got no coin because you ain't paid these fucking people. That's the fucking gag. You done built this big ass house and you ain't paid these people. It's that, as you know, Sheree has faced, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second, because this motherfucker acting all kind of crazy as fuck. I hate these old glitchy ass fucking websites. Thank you, Mrs. J. Thank you so much. It's that, as you know, Sheree has been faced with several lawsuits stemming from non-payment of services. Mastercraft Stucco of Buford won a judgment against the reality star Shell Corporations for non-payment regarding the Sandy Springs, and has been filing liens to secure payment. On May 9, 2016, Fulton County Superior Judge Tom Campbell rewarded the company a lien on Chateau Sheree to the tune of $26,586.41 plus $1,981. Okay, moving on. Now, the Stucco company isn't the only one waiting for their dough, and the attorney says he hopes to partner with other lien holders to try to force Sheree to sell the property so they can collect their judgment. Earlier this year, Sheree was sued by Heritage Landscape Group. Even the people that she had do her landscaping, girl, she ain't even paid them damn people. The people who put the grass down and the hedges and all that type of shit, she ain't paid them damn people. They suing her for $10,000. Now, another contractor is suing her for $15,450 and asked for $23,000 after late fees. Girl, pretty much collectively, the liens on the uninhabitable home total a whopping $348,000. I'm not sure how much she actually paid to get this shit built, but apparently she is still owing all of these contractors and subcontractors in upwards of almost $350,000 fucking dollars. Like I said, at the end of the day, if somebody please explain, I'm not gonna go and build some shit to keep up with nobody. My thing, if anything, I'll go and build me a nice house. It ain't gotta be no big fancy ass fucking mansion that you're gonna have to keep up the upkeep and stuff on. Girl, besides Real Housewives of Atlanta, what is her occupation? Thank you so much, Sasha. I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me what's her occupation, where is she getting all this money from to where she can afford all this expensive ass fucking shit. Now the gag is Y'all know her mama name is apparently one of the names on the house, or the name that's on the house. I don't really know the specifics, but apparently that's one of the problems that the contractors are having, is that Sheree is trying to duck and dodge this $350,000 bill that she has, where these people that came in there and they didn't rendered these services, and she's not paying these people. And that's why she put the house in her mama name, so they can't garnish her fucking rates, because they know her mama, you know, I guess her mama ain't got no money like that, so ain't really too much they can do to her mama. And girl, it's just girl, we talking about a whole lot of Lady Six. Somebody fill Lady Six in on what we talking about Sheree, girl, right at this very second right here. That's what Kenya said. Girl, it's a hot shitty ass mess. Her book is the only thing that she has now. So how is she gonna, like I said, when not loving hip hop, when Real Housewives of Atlanta fizzles out, somebody explain to me what the fuck is she gonna do? How is she gonna keep up with the upkeep of this house, with the landscaping? How you gonna keep shit? I know the damn light bill gonna be sky high. I mean, how is she gonna keep up with this fucking shit? I mean, it's just a hot mess. Okay, like I said, at the end of the fucking day, I'm not about to go and get in debt to you know, pretty much impress people that really don't give a fuck about you any goddamn way. Why is you going and paying all of this money for this fucking Chateau Sheree? You could have went and bought, you know, built you a nice, hell, you could have built you a nice 2-story house without all that extra shit that you got going on, because you can't even stay in the damn house because you can't get past the inspectors. That's the that's the gag. Okay, that's the fucking gag. Kay said she too old to be that damn trifling, sticking her mama with the bill. Okay. That's why she's so messy on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She really needs that check. Oh, you got it, girl. You got to keep your storyline. You definitely have to keep your storyline. So that's interesting. I'm definitely going to be keeping up with what the fuck Sheree does with this $350,000 bill. Who wants to live in a big ass house by yourself? Exactly. I never did understand that either, Kels. It's weird why she would go and build that big gigantic ass house. I don't really understand it. That's a good question, Queen Slapper. I mean, some people do want to build their house up from the ground up. What's up, M-Town boy? And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to build you a home, but do the shit within reason. Do the shit to your budget. Don't do the shit to somebody else's budget because you're trying to make yourself look good for TV, people who don't really give a fuck about your ass anyway. Now let's move on to other fucking news. Let's move on to some love and hip hop Atlanta foolishness and fuckery. Y'all know how I feel about love and hip hop Atlanta. In the words of 45, aka Donald Trump, it's all fake news if you ask ThickChickVlogs. But girl, Jasmine, they still trying to keep it with this storyline. The other day, I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, Jasmine decided that she was going to get on Instagram and she was going to post a picture of Kirk and Rashida's baby alongside her baby. Now, let me show y'all this picture, okay? So y'all can see this picture of what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people are saying that they see the resemblance in Rashida's son and Jasmine's son. I don't necessarily see the fucking resemblance. But anyway, she posted this picture on Instagram because she pretty much wanted people to see. They do kind of look alike, Charmaine. They really kind of do look alike. But look, this is, I hope you guys can see that. This is the picture right here, okay? Hopefully you guys can see that, but this is the picture right here that she posted on Instagram, side by side. Now, like I keep telling you guys, word on the streets is that it's actually Kirk's baby. Like I said, I know people, you know, don't want to believe that and they feel like it's some foolishness and fuckery. But word on the street is it's Kirk's baby in real life. And Rashida actually already knew about the shit before Love and Hip Hop even aired. She already knew about the shit. But of course, the reason why they decided to wait to basically air all the business out is because they needed a juicy storyline for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But yeah, she decided, because the girl said she's tired of people calling her a fucking liar since the show came out. She's tired of people, you know, just trying to destroy or discredit her character. Girl, at the end of the day, let me tell you something, Miss Jasmine. Can't nobody destroy your character. You destroyed your own fucking character by laying your funky ass down with a married man and having unprotected sex with him. Nobody destroyed your fucking character but your fucking self. And now you're on a reality television show pretty much telling us that you slept with a married man and you really don't feel no type of remorse for it. He just need to take care of his baby. My thing is that you put your own self out there to get rid of fucking Cube. Just saying. So if anybody destroyed your character, you did that shit when you laid down with a married man. Now, I'm not trying to take up for Kirk old egghead ass in no shape, form, nor fashion, because he is grimy as fuck. Okay, word on the street is he been cheating on Rashida. He been cheating on Rashida. Y'all know him and Rashida got married when Rashida was 18 years old, and he was dating Rashida before they got married, obviously. So I think they started dating when Rashida was 16. Okay, they started dating when Rashida was 16 years old, and they got married when she was 18. Rashida was born in 1982. Rashida and Kirk got married in 1999. So somebody please, like I said, y'all can do the math. But if she was born in 1982 and they got married in 99, I don't know, she was 17, 18 years old when they got married. And they were dating before they got married. So, like I said, I'm not trying to take up his egghead ass in no shape, form, nor fashion. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. But ain't nobody to destroy your character, Miss Jasmine, but you. Just goddamn saying. Naturally Corley said they want their business out there in them streets, and now they want to get mad. Exactly. That's just like Tamar Rivera. I didn't understand that. Why the fuck were you getting upset with people for having an opinion on you and Waka Flocka situation? You are on a reality television show. You want people. She's actually born in 76. Girl, that ain't what well, Wikipedia said something different. Wikipedia said she was born in 82, child. That's what Wikipedia said. Well, Wikipedia lied, girl. Wikipedia lied, Tito District. Wikipedia lied. It said she was born in 82. But if she was born in 76, then you right. But Wikipedia, I'm telling you what Wiki said. Wiki, whatever. But anyway, let's move on off of that bullshit. But yeah, this girl then posted a picture of this girl baby on Instagram saying y'all need to quit calling her fucking liar. Kirk is her baby daddy. Okay, Kirk is her Bravery fucking daddy. Now let's move on to other fucking news. What else was going on? Hold on, give me a second, girl, because there was a whole lot of shit going on. Oh, y'all, girl, wiki, whatever. Somebody tell me why did Tiny Harris's mother, girl, she low-key checked Tamar, low-key. So Tamar posted a picture or a like one of those little meme type of videos on Instagram, pretty much saying that she wants a daughter. Okay. Now we all know that Tamar and Tiny have been friends for years, and ever since Tiny actually went on The Real and, you know, did her little thug, it wasn't even nothing serious. She just went on The Real after Tamar was fired, and Tamar decided to cut out all contact with Tamar. Now, after all of that happened, Tamar decided to post a video pretty much saying that she wants a daughter. So Tiny's mother actually went on Tamar's Instagram and asked her why was she pretty much neglecting or denying after she, I guess, you know, she is Tiny's baby's godmother. So Tiny's mama got on there and said, why don't you claim your goddaughter Harris just because you don't talk to her mom? Now, I don't know why Miss Diane Cottle Pope decided to, you know, comfort Tamar just because Tamar said that she wished she had a baby girl. But she was like, girl, you want a baby girl, but why are you denying your god baby? Why are you refusing to talk to your god baby just because you don't talk with her mom anymore? I mean, at the end of the day, to be honest, Miss, what's your name is again? To be honest, Miss Diane, in order for Tamar to even have a relationship with Harris, she would have to talk to her mother. The girl just can't. I mean, true enough, Tamar can reach out to Tiny, but hell, Tiny can also reach out to Tamar and ask her if she wants to, you know, have some sort of relationship with Harris. So I don't really know why you decided to write that in that girl comments. I think that was kind of fucking shady, to be completely honest with you. We all know that Tamar don't have necessarily the best reputation when it comes to mending and keeping healthy friendships, but at the same time, that was low-key kind of shady because that girl wasn't coming for nobody. She was just saying that she wished she had a baby girl. And you was like, why you denying your goddaughter by my daughter just because y'all don't talk no more? Girl, she could have kept that shit. Tiny, exactly. But why Tiny need to come get her mama, girl? You didn't have to get in that girl comments with that shit. Now, I was waiting on Tamar to clap back and say some shit, but she hadn't said anything because she already know people are going to come for her fucking neck if she says anything out of the way to Tiny's mother. But girl, it was kind of shady for you to leave that comment under that girl status and shit, girl. Why did you do that, girl? Industry people are crazy. Like, y'all don't have each other's numbers. Exactly. I didn't really understand that. I didn't understand why she decided to put that in that girl's comment. But at the end of the day, if Tamar and Tiny don't have any type of communication, what type of relationship are you expecting her to have with Harris? I mean, Harris is a baby. Harris can't call Tamar. You know, Harris can't. So it has to be between the adults in order to have, you know, some type of communication so Tamar can spend time with the little girl or whatever. So, girl, Miss Diane, you can pump your brakes on that one. That was messy. It was definitely messy, Jim Barbarella. Girl, I had to say your name slow because, child, I'm discombobulated. Yes, Harris is Tamar's goddaughter. That's why I don't got time for all these part-time godmamas, girl. But like I said, at the end of the day, in order for Tamar to see Harris, she would have to have some type of communication with Tamar because Harris can't call her. She's a baby. Thank you, Ebony. I hope you're having a good day too. Why Tamar always rear herself in third person? Well, she didn't. What did she do? It wasn't Tamar. Maybe she's hoping that the baby would bring them back together. That's a good point. That's a good point that you made right there, Kels. That is a good point you made right there. And like I said, I really don't understand. You know, Tamar has said that she's had such good relationships with these people, and all of a sudden, just because these people literally went on the reel for one day, you just cut off all types of communication with these people. I really don't understand that shit. I really don't. But we're not gonna get back into that. But I just thought it was shady as hell that Tiny's mama, Diane, decided to come for Tamar. Since we're on the topic of Tiny, let's talk about this alleged side chick that T.I. has. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have probably, if you are on social media, you probably have heard about this chick, Bernice Burgos. She's apparently some type of Instagram model. Y'all know I talk about this all the time. You got a lot of Instagram celebrities out there. You got a lot of people who get a lot of celebrity dudes, you know, a lot of these rappers and things. Girl, they stay in these Instagram models, DMs and shit. But this Bernice Burgos chick, and she's a very gorgeous woman. Apparently, she is the alleged side chick of T.I. Now, some girl was being messy as hell, and she decided to go on Tiny's Facebook page and was like, girl, have you noticed how much Bernice Burgos been posting T.I. all on her Instagram and shit, et cetera, et cetera. So Tiny decided to comment back to this chick and was like, you know what? I ain't finna lose no sleep over no pass around bitch, okay? Over no pass around pussy or whatever the fuck she said. So the girl decided to record a video pretty much telling people she ain't no pass around chick. She said she only messed with one dude in the industry and that's it. And now that she's messed with one dude in the industry, people are calling her a pass around girl. Now, from my understanding, I don't know if this is the chick that Tiny found out that T.I. was fooling around with. I'm not 1,000% sure. But this Giselle chick claims that this Bernice Burgos girl actually caused a married man to leave his wife and 2 children. Okay. This is what the girl said. She said, sad thing is she's always been a home wrecker. I know her personally, and unfortunately she broke my old boss's marriage up. He left his wife and his 2 kids for her. She's a hoe and will always be a hoe. She needs to sit her old ass down. Already she's pushing 40, acting like she's young and always making the same dance moves in every video she's recording of herself. So Bernice decided to respond. I had enough of the bullshit fake ass stories. Always been a home wrecker. That home has been broken. So she pretty much said that T.I. and Tiny's home has already been broken. My thing is this, girl, you don't live with T.I. and Tiny. You only know what T.I. tells you, okay? You only know what T.I. tells you. So she was like, girl, I ain't break up nobody happy home. They home was already broken. What's up, Amanda? And she also said, let me continue reading. She said, and I never dealt with a married man in my life, so please stop trying to declass my character and my name. Technically, when a person files for a divorce, it's saying they're moving on with their lives and the marriage has failed. What happens after that is natural for both of them to find new people to spend time with. And as for pass around, never have I ever been a pass around. And I dealt with one man in the industry, and now all of a sudden I'm a pass around, and that's old. Don't degrade my character and make up shit because you can't find shit to speak about. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Actually, yes, that was the side chick. Actually, when a person files for a divorce, it don't mean a motherfucking thing until the shit is final. Let me explain why. Oftentimes, you have people who file for a divorce, and guess what they end up doing? They end up throwing that shit out, okay? They end up working the shit out because a lot of people do that type of shit. That's some old shit, a side chick. When a person files for a divorce, it means the marriage has failed and they finna move on with their life. No. What you need to be doing is waiting for that shit to be final. As I say, put it on paper. And I don't mean put it on paper as in go and file for the shit, because you got niggas out there who will literally, family, I don't know if you guys have heard about the countless stories of men who have passed away and get to the goddamn funeral. You got two women sitting up in there claiming that one woman saying that she's been living with the man for 10, 15 damn years, and the man still married to another woman, still going up to this, the wife house. I mean, the family, it's all types of crazy ass shit. So until that shit is final, until that shit, the judge sign off on them documents, he is still a married fucking man. Okay? He is still a married fucking man until the judge and both parties sign off on that shit. So as far as just because he filed for divorce, that don't mean a goddamn thing. Okay, I'm just fucking says, and I can't stand when people say that type of shit. Well, he filed for divorce, that house been broken. How you know it's been broken? Just because that's what he told you? Because that's what he told you? Kel said it's all messy, but to be honest, from what I understand, T.I. been cheating on Tiny. She should have been left him a long time ago instead of getting mad at that woman, get mad at him. Exactly. Definitely get mad at T.I. Don't get me wrong. T.I. wrong. Okay, T.I. is very wrong. So apparently, the reason why people have been calling her a homewrecker is because apparently T.I. has been out in these streets, okay, walking around arm in arm with Bernice Burgos or whatever the fuck her name is. Pretty much, you know, I mean, the shit looks very peculiar. It looks like y'all are dating. Now, she is saying that they're just friends. Okay, but the way that you were talking in your video was kind of insinuating that you are a little bit more than friends. It was like, you know, T.I. a boss, I'm a boss. I'm here for that man. I'm here for him. I mean, girl, the way that you were saying a lot of the shit that you were saying in that video was kind of low-key, like, I ain't never been a side chick, never ever. So pretty much you're saying that, okay, he ain't with his wife no more, so I'm the main chick. I mean, there was a lot of subliminals in those videos, but you definitely need to tread lightly, because a lot of the shit that you say in those videos can help Tiny's case in the end when they do take the shit to court, if they do decide to go forward with the divorce. So Bernice Burgos, Miss Denise Burgos, I do feel like you are a side chick and you probably were fooling around with T.I. when T.I. was still actually fully married, okay, before they even actually filed for a divorce. He has said nothing about it yet when 45 said what he said about Snoop. He went, exactly. T.I. ain't finna open his mouth. Kels, you know, T.I. ain't finna say a damn thing. He ain't about to say nothing. But the fact that Tiny and Bernice Burgos are going back and forth with each other, well, I won't say they're going back and forth with each other, because Tiny was actually responding to a person who was following her Instagram account who left a comment saying that this girl be posting T.I. all on her Instagram. Tiny was actually responding to her. She didn't actually direct her comment to Bernice, but she was talking about Bernice. So Bernice decided to clap back and pretty much saying, never been no pass around bitch. I'm here for T.I. Okay, I'm here for him. Girl, I'm here for him. He a boss, I'm a boss. I pay all of my own bills, girl. She made sure she wanted to say that, girl, because she didn't want y'all to think that she got none of these celebs out here paying her bills for her. Amanda said, but Tiny and T.I. did have an open marriage. Tiny has done so much stuff to appease T.I., like getting work done on her body, changing her eye color, and having babies for him, yet he still cheated. Exactly. That's why I always say, Amanda, I always say that I don't give a damn. If a man is a dog, if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Okay? You can be doing all of these. You can be cooking, cleaning, doing all types of nasty, freaky, goddamn acrobatic shit in the bedroom. You could be working, paying half of the damn bills, rubbing this nigga feet, running his bath water. If he gonna cheat, you know what? He gonna fucking cheat. Period, point blank, exclamation, damn point. You got women out here that feel like if they do certain things, if they act a certain way, or if they change something about themselves, it's going to stop a man from cheating. Baby, no. If he gonna cheat on you, he gonna fucking cheat on you. Like I said, you could be doing all this acrobatic ass shit for this dude, cooking, cleaning, rubbing his old funk ass feet, massaging his old mustache damn nuts. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. I'm just saying. A dog is a dog. Dog pound, okay? Dog motherfucking pound. So fuck that shit, okay? I will be the best woman that I can be. And at the end of the day, it's up to you, okay? It's up to you as a man to act right. I'm just saying, women too. I'm not just calling the men out. It goes for men and women, because you got some dog ass women out there too. You got some good ass men who take care of home. They go to work. They pay all the bills. Shit, you got men out there who cook and clean and shit, and still go to work and take care of the responsibilities of the house. And you still got women out there that fuck off. So I'm not just putting it all on men, because women do the same thing too. Okay, just saying. Let's see what else we needed to talk about. But yeah, that's what's going on with T.I. and Tiny. This Bernice Burgos chick is like, you know what? Y'all ain't finna call me all types of home wrecking hoes and all this other shit. Since we're on the topic of Tamar, I'm not even gonna discuss this shit, but girl, Vince is getting sued, girl. I think he's getting sued for $3 million. They got it, I think. I think Vince, he got a little bit of money. Go on, pay them people their damn money. Go on, pay them people their damn money, Vince, and move on, okay? Move the fuck on, pay them people their money and go on now. What the fuck is it I want to talk about? Now, oh my God. Family, have you guys heard about this nasty shit right here? When I saw this shit come across my Facebook page, I gagged, okay? I gagged, and like I said, y'all know how I feel about these nasty, pedophilic ass motherfuckers. I feel like they all need to be decapitated, or they all need to be put on an island by themselves, okay? Leech off of each other. Leech off of each other. Every now and then, go and get a goddamn, get a airplane and drop some bread and water off over there. Don't drop them off no luxuries. Put their ass on an island together and let them leech off of each other. There is this man in Chicago, okay? Disgusting. His name is David Wilson. He was convicted of sexually assaulting his 23-month-old niece. Now, if that ain't horrible enough, if that's not absolutely horrible enough, this man sexually assaulted his 23-year-old niece. This baby, y'all, that this nasty, disgusting human being, I can't even call him no human being. He's a fucking monster. Tell me why he gave this baby HIV, genital herpes, and chlamydia. He gave this baby HIV, genital herpes, and chlamydia. This is a 23-month-old baby that he sexually assaulted. This is the motherfucker right here, okay? Like I said, his name is David Wilson. Y'all can Google the story if you want to, but his name is David Wilson, okay? That's him right there. Like I said, y'all don't need to be wasting tax dollars on people like this. You do not need to waste tax dollars on motherfuckers like this, okay? Automatic decapitation. I'm talking about get a machete, get a katana, get anything, and just cut his motherfucking head off. Cut his goddamn head off. If his family want his body back, get a body back to the family if they want it. I wouldn't even want his fucking, put him in one of them goddamn wooden boxes and go and put him in the ground. I have no sympathy for people like this. I'm sorry. Do not waste tax dollars putting this motherfucker on death. Hell, he ain't gonna get death row. They need to give his ass death row. But like I said, they don't need to waste the money feeding him. I mean, yes, they need to bring back Old Yeller, as they used to call him in Alabama, the electric chairs, Old Yeller. But fuck the electric chair. Okay. They just automatic decapitation. Don't even waste the tax dollars paying somebody to pull the damn trigger or pull the switch. Just get a machete and just chop his fucking head off. Period. He need to be dead. Marie said, where the mom at? I have no idea. But most people, if you have a brother or something, especially if you don't know anything about your brother being a pedophile or a molester or anything like that, you wouldn't feel no type of way about your brother being around your daughter. It's his niece. You wouldn't feel no type of way about your brother being around your daughter unless you had some. Now, if you know that he's a pedophile, of course, motherfucker, you stay far away from me and my child. But if you don't know that your brother's a pedophile, you wouldn't be suspicious about your brother being around your daughter. And that's crazy as fuck. He had priors. Oh, that bitch, she need to be in jail too then, girl. I didn't know that he had priors. I didn't fully read the story because once I even read the headline, I fucking gagged. Okay? I fucking gagged when I read the headline. I couldn't even read no more of that shit. The fact that you gave this 23-month-old baby HIV, chlamydia, and genital herpes, it's a special place in hell for him. When I tell you a special place in hell, Nicki Minaj paid for her brother's wedding. Trust me, I talked about Nicki Minaj ass in a video a while ago. But if you was actually in the house when this man did this shit, your ass need to be in the damn jail too. If he had priors, why the fuck were you allowing him to be around your baby? I can't deal with these fucking people. I really cannot. That shit fucking broke my fucking heart to even read that. This baby ain't even began to live her life. And now she has to deal with having HIV. And genital herpes is not curable from my understanding. You can get rid of chlamydia. But genital herpes and HIV, those are two diseases that you cannot get rid of. Now, this is kind of some old news because I want to move off of that subject because I'm just gonna start getting upset because y'all know I cannot stand a fucking child molester. I can't stand that shit. Now, this is kind of old news. This kind of happened last week. Well, it was breaking news last week. How about Kendu Isaacs, who is the soon to be ex-husband of Mary J. Blige? Somebody explain to me why this man wants Mary J. Blige to pay him $110,000 per month in spousal support. Now, not only is he wanting her to pay $110,000 per month in spousal support, he's also wanting her to pay $10,000 per month for his parents and his kids, okay? For his parents and his kids, not her parents and her kids. His parents and his kids, he wants her to give him an additional $10,000 on top of the $110,000. So pretty much he's wanting $100,000 per month in spousal support. And he's wanting an additional $10,000 per month for his mama, daddy, and his kids. Okay? Not kids that they got together, but his kids. Listen to this. Martin Kendu Isaacs is demanding $110,000 per month in spousal support from estranged wife, Mary J. Blige. The 49-year-old believes he should be able to continue the lavish lifestyle he enjoyed before filing for divorce. He's asking Mary to cough up cash for meals, a housekeeper, and a $1,000 allowance for new clothes. So, nigga, we ain't no longer in a relationship, but you want me to pay for your meals. You want me to pay for a housekeeper, and you want me to give you $1,000 per month for some new fucking clothes? Bitch, you guessing, okay? He also wants Mary to surrender an additional $10,000 per month to help take care of his parents and kids from his previous relationship. From his previous relationship. In October, Isaacs made a similar request for $130,000 in spousal support. But in the latest paperwork filed to the Los Angeles Superior Court last week and seen exclusively by Daily Mail, Isaacs seems to have dropped $20,000 of expenses, cutting requests for helping, paying $8,000 for a private chef and $3,200 for a personal trainer, as well as other reductions. Now, originally, he was asking her for $130,000 because he wanted he needed $8,000 per month for a personal chef And he also wanted $3,200 per month for a personal trainer. So he decided to go ahead and drop the personal chef and the private chef and the personal trainer and just ask for some money to help take care of his mom and dad and his children that he had with his ex-wife. You guys to be fucking kidding me. Now, I said this before when I was talking about Mary J. Blige and Kendu Isaacs. Ladies and fucking gentlemen, okay? Ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know about nobody else. I understand, you know, people do things for whatever their reasoning is. I get it, got it good. But when it comes down to business, in no shape, form, nor fashion will my husband ever be my business manager. What? No, I'm sorry. No. Because all of these years that Mary J. Blige has been married to Kendu Isaac, she has been taking care of this man. Granted, he was her manager, but at the same time, you were taking care of this man, giving him this lavish ass lifestyle. And a lot of people feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because we know a lot of times when people get divorced, a lot of times women are awarded spousal support from her ex-husband, especially if, you know, he was the breadwinner and she didn't work, et cetera, et cetera. So people feel like just because Kendu is a man, he should be able to get spousal support from Mary J. Blige as well. Separate your marriage life from your business life. I'm just fucking saying. They're just like Usher and the woman that he's married to. You know, the woman that he left, what the fuck was her damn name? His ex-wife, I can't think of her name. The one that everybody calling crazy or whatever. You know, he left her and he actually married, well, he started dating his manager. Then he actually, Tamika Foster, that's her name. He started dating his manager and then he married his manager. I'm sorry, ain't no way in the fucking hell I would mix business with pleasure, because you know what happens when you mix business with pleasure? Shit like this happens. Because at the end of the day, you did take care of this man for all these years. You did. You did. And that's what happens when you take care of niggas. Okay? That's what happens when you take care of motherfuckers. They start getting this sense of entitlement. They start feeling like, you know, once, you know, you leave the relationship or they leave the relationship or whatever, they feel like they're still entitled to this lavish ass lifestyle. No, we ain't no longer together, boo. We ain't no longer together. Once you and I end the lavish lifestyle for you or for me, whoever the one that's the breadwinner, that lavish lifestyle ends. But I can understand why people are awarded spousal support for a certain amount of time when you done took care of these people for all these fucking years. That's why I said in one of my videos that I did, in no shape, form, nor fashion will I ever be handicapped, bitch. I'm some girl. I just said some old showing up country ass shit. I will never have a man treat me as though I'm handicapped by telling me that he doesn't want me to work or he doesn't want me to make money, because a lot of times you have people that will want you to be totally dependent on them because that's a means of fucking control. And that way, when it comes time for you to actually want, or you want to leave a relationship, or you want to remove yourself from a bad situation, you don't have the finances to be able to do it because you didn't allow these people to take care of you. And now that it's time for you to pack your bags and go, you ain't got shit to show for it. And you ain't got the finances to be able to support yourself outside of this relationship. Now, if you are smart, okay, if you are a smart cookie, what you would do is while you with these rich motherfuckers and you got these people taking care of you, you would be putting some of that money in the goddamn bank for, you know, the event that y'all, you know, fall off or whatever, okay? That's what you would be doing if you dating one of these rich ass people. You would have you a savings account. Every time he or she throws you a little bit of money, you'll be putting that shit in that savings account. That way, if some shit go left, you will have some shit to fall back on. I'm just saying. I'm just goddamn saying, okay? Kendu needs to be slapped for one child support for his children that's not by Mary. He got some juicy balls for that one. Absolutely. How are you going to request me to give you $10,000 a month to help take care of your parents, and your children that you have by another woman? You have got to be shitting me. Like I said, you got some people who have some juicy balls. I will never understand how people don't think about the future instead of living in the now. I agree with you, Kels. I definitely agree with you. Everybody thinks they're a model. I guess everybody can be a model. Shit, I'm a model too. Well, we all models. Everybody a model. Yep, stock that shit up. Never rely on anyone to support your ass. You be exactly, be it male or female, you make sure you some damn coins. But I'm really gagging over the fact that this man is expecting this woman to pay him to take care of his mama and to take care of his children that he got from another relationship. If you're a housewife or a stay-at-home mom, you better start stashing some money away for exactly, Bella. You better start putting some money some damn where. And not just that. I feel like this, and like I said, I know people have differences of opinions when it comes to being a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom. But I'm an independent person. I like to take care of myself, and not only do I like to take care of myself. Now you have some men who like to be the breadwinners. They like to be the person who's responsible for the finances, taking care of the mortgage, paying the bills, the car notes, making sure food is in the house. They like to be the person to do that because they're the man. They want to feel like they're, the man of the house, and they want to make sure they take care of all of the expenses. And that's fine if that's what a person wants to do. But at the end of the day, I feel like this. I don't see why if I'm able-bodied, if the children are of age, if the children are in school, because you have a lot of people who have children that are in school and they still want to just sit in the house. Now, if you have, children that are, newborns or, maybe 1 or 2 years old, there's nothing wrong with staying home with children. But if your children are in school, I really don't understand the purpose of sitting in the damn house just collecting dust, okay? What you sit in the house collecting dust on your ass for? Because you can always go out and get you a little part-time job, and you can put that in like a little savings account just in case, for emergency. You never know. What if your husband gets sick, okay? What if your husband gets hurt on a job or anything, and you need a little bit of extra money for something? And, I always feel like a person should want to do that. Even if your husband said, baby, if you go get you a part-time job, you ain't got to pay none of these bills. You just use that money for you and the kids. Okay. Even if that happens, but I would definitely want to do something if my children are of age and where they're in school. Like I said, it's a completely different story if you have babies. You got a newborn baby, or you got a baby that's 1, 2, 3 years old. I can totally understand staying home with us because, number one, daycare high as fuck. A lot of times you go get a part-time job, all your part-time job money going towards daycare, which is counterproductive. That really doesn't make sense to go and get a part-time job and only be paying for daycare. Doesn't make sense. But if your children are in school, I don't see a reason to be sitting in the damn house. But again, that's just me. Sitting at home watching Wendy Williams and shit, I don't get it. But again, this is my personal opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying law. Bella said, honey, people change, especially when you get married, and the arguments are always over money. Yes, I heard that, girl. Trust me, I done heard. Trust me. They always gonna throw that shit up in your face that you sitting up in the house on your ass and ain't doing. No. We not gonna do that shit. Give this nigga a peach and put him on Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, you are crazy, Lady Six. You are crazy as hell. Now, let's move on off of Kendu Isaacs and Mary J. Blige, and let's move on to a more serious topic of conversation. Have you guys heard about the missing girls in DC? Have you guys heard about that? I've done a little bit of research on it, and from my understanding, I think they were saying it was like 14 girls that have been missing over the course of a month or something like that. And they said, and the crazy thing about that, the police in Washington were actually classifying it as, instead of it being missing persons cases, they're actually trying to classify it as runaways. They're trying to say that these girls are repeat runaways. But the crazy thing about that is they don't really, what's peculiar about the whole situation is that these girls are going missing from around the same area. They're around the same age, and they're within days of each other. That's the crazy part. Now, like I said, I don't have a ton of information on it, but you can't tell me that's not suspicious, that all of these girls, there's a pattern. They're all around the same age, around the same area, and they're being missing within days of each other. I don't really get how you can, I mean, even if you do feel like it's a runaway, runaway cases, that doesn't even fucking matter, okay? Y'all need to get some people in there. Apparently, they're getting the task force is actually working on the cases now, because people, and the thing, the gag is, you guys, if they haven't been putting this stuff all on social media, using the hashtag Find Our Girls on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, these people probably, this would be a figment of our imagination. Kel said, yes, I live in the DMV, heard nothing about it on the news. The mayor, who's black, has been downplaying it as well. Yes, the mayor has been downplaying it. But the thing is, now that it's all over social media and people are reading them for filth, for basically, you know, telling these families, oh, your daughter she just ran away. She just a runaway. She just went and being fast and probably over some little boy house or something like that. That's some crazy ass shit. Even if you do feel like it is a runaway child case, I mean, you have multiple children that have ran away in the same area around the same time, and they're around the same age. No, it's some, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's some other shit going on. And like I said, you know, of course, I still have not done, family, I've watched a couple of videos on the Pizzagate thing, and people are trying to say this has something to do with Pizzagate. I don't know. Like I said, I watched a couple of videos on Pizzagate, but apparently Pizzagate has been debunked. I don't know how true that is, but people are saying that they feel like these girls are actually being kidnapped and used for sex trafficking or organ harvesting. I don't know how true this is. I'm only going by rumors that I'm hearing on social media. I hope that all of those rumors are untrue. I hope that all of these girls are safe. Okay. I hope that the task force, FBI, and all these other people who they have on the case now, like I said, it's sad that you have to actually hound somebody in order to get some type of act right out of them. They were basically just pushing this shit on this rug as though these girls just ran away. Even if they did just run away, you still need to investigate these fucking cases. Okay. You still need to investigate these cases. Period, point blank, exclamation point. But like I said, at the end of the day, I honestly and truly hope and pray that these girls are safe and they find them unharmed. But it's definitely some shady shit going on down there in Washington. And it's bad that nobody was actually talking about it until people started putting it on social media. Hashtag Find Our Girls. Kel said they are basically saying that statistically the runaway rate hasn't been up in years. If one child is missing, that's one too many. There has been trafficking happening a couple of years. Exactly. Even if it's one child missing, that's one child too damn many. Y'all need to get on the ball. Okay. But it's definitely peculiar that these girls are going missing around the same, you know, like within days of each other. Within days of each other, and they're all around the same age, and they're all in the same area. It's very peculiar. It's weird. And they definitely need to get on the case, and they need to figure out what the fuck is going on, period, point blank. And I hope and pray that everybody stays on their fucking ass, because it's ridiculous that you are basically telling these families they just ran away. And that's all that you're saying. Bullshit. Find our fucking girl. It's family. It's a lot going on, for real. It's a lot going on. And like I said, yes, you do have a lot of children out there that are running away. But does that justify you not doing your job and finding these fucking children? Does it not? Has there even been any Amber Alerts for these children? I don't know. Has there been any Amber Alerts? Like I said, people haven't even heard about it. But from my understanding, that once apparently, like I said, since they're classifying it as runaways, of course, they're not going to issue Amber Alerts for these shit. Why not? I mean, it's too much going on, family. It is too much going on. But I can guarantee you, and I'm not trying to race bait anybody, but I can guarantee you, if it was a bunch of white girls going missing around the same time, okay, around the same time, around the same age, in the same area, there would be outrage. There would be outrage if it was a bunch of white girls, young white girls going missing around the same age, the same area, within days of each other. It would be a shit show, because they would be like, motherfucker, y'all need to get goddamn everybody and their mama on this case. Y'all need to get the goddamn dogs. Y'all need to get everybody. Okay, I'm just, like I said, I'm not trying to race bait. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to use the race card, but we all know that if it was little white girls, they would be on the fucking ball when it comes to this shit. I'm just saying. They were all between the ages of 14 and 16 years old, and they've all went missing within like a month of each other. Like some of them it was days, some of them it was a week or so. But I'm just saying, it's sad as hell. And like I said, I hope and pray that they find every single one of these girls safe and sound. I really hope, even if they did run away, okay? If by some, by some happening they did run away, I hope that they are all found safe. I really honestly and truly do, because sex trafficking is a very, very serious thing. Very, very serious thing. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, a flight attendant actually saved a young girl from being, taken to another country, and forced into sex trafficking. Because she said it was just something that didn't sit right with her about what was going on with the situation with the little girl. So I guess she approached the little girl, and that's when she found out that, some shady shit that was going on. And she actually prevented that girl from being forced into sex trafficking. And that's sad as hell. But like I said, at the end of the day, I will definitely be following this case with the missing girls in Washington, D.C., because it's a lot going on, for real. It's a lot going on. They're not lost. We can save our babies. Their parents need to step up and pressure the police and politicians. When you're quiet, nothing gets done. But the thing about it, Bella, from my understanding, they said the parents and the family, they have been going, they have been speaking to people, but like I said, the people just keep telling them that they're repeat runaways, from my understanding. Now, that's what I've been seeing on Facebook. I don't know how true that is, but they said that the families have been speaking out, but they keep, basically slamming the door in their faces, telling them that the children just ran away. So yeah, if they ran away, they still need to be found and returned. I agree with you, Shari. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. So y'all definitely say a prayer for all of the missing girls down in DC. Hell, say a prayer for all of the missing girls and missing children everywhere. Because I can't even imagine being a parent and having to wonder whether or not my child is dead or alive. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine being a parent and just not knowing whether or not my child is dead or alive. That is that has to be disheartening. And that I couldn't even fucking sleep at night. I couldn't even sleep at night. Now let's move on to something else. Something that happened last week, because I can't go to sleep thinking about that shit. But let's talk about Peter Thomas and Matt Jordan. Have you guys heard about the fist fight apparently that Peter Thomas and Matt Jordan got into? Now, this is what the folks are saying. This is according to TMZ. Real Housewives of Atlanta stars Peter Thomas and Matt Jordan threw everything that wasn't nailed down during a radio interview that looked more like UFC 210. They dislike each other intensely, so it seems the interview was destined for disaster, and they did not disappoint. Now, according to Matt, Matt said that Peter pretty much coached him on how to get money from Kenya Moore, because we know Matt was actually dating Kenya. So he said that Peter kind of coached him into how to get money from Kenya Moore, because word on the street is that's what Peter was doing with Cynthia. He was using Cynthia for money, girl. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. They said it was so bad, cops were called and they took an assault report from Peter against Matt. So they said, according to the word on the street, is that Matt, I don't know if he bust Peter's ass upside the head or whatever, girl. I don't know if he bust his ass upside the head, but that's word on the motherfucking street. And that Peter actually, filed a assault report on Matt. A hot shitty mess. Ooh, girl, I'm gagging. I am fucking gagging. A hot shitty mess, girl. A hot shitty ass mess. So yeah, that's what's going on with that situation. I just thought that was funny as hell. The fact that, because they were already arguing on social media, because Matt decided to say that, Peter coerced him into how to get money from Kenya, and Peter didn't like that shit. So Peter was like, no, you need to keep my name out your mouth. Well, naturally, Coily said, wait, they threw hands. Well, according to the report, they were throwing the equipment, the chairs and shit like that. I don't know if one of the chairs actually hit Peter. I don't know if Matt threw something and hit Peter in the face. I don't know. Peter pulled a gun on Matt. Damn, I didn't hear about that, Jermaine. I didn't hear about that, Jermaine. Girl, I didn't hear about Peter pulling a gun on Matt, but I heard that Matt hit him in the face or some shit. Something like that. I don't know how true it is, but that's what they said, girl. That's what they say, girl. They got the video. Now, according to TMZ, they said the people weren't going to be releasing the video. They said they weren't going to release the video. I don't know how true that is. They said the folks weren't going to release the video. So, yeah, that's the gag. Now, family, I've been on here a little over an hour. I'm sleepy as fuck, okay? I am sleepy as hell. I do appreciate those of you who came and joined me just talking about a couple of few things. I'm sleepy as hell, so I'm definitely going to have to go get me some sleep. If you are new in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also ring that bell so that you never miss out on one of my live shows, because y'all know how sometimes YouTube does not want a bitch to be great, okay? She don't want a bitch to be great, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, you ring that bell. If you enjoy these live shows, please consider hitting that thumbs up button as well. And again, y'all are the real MVPs for coming and checking out the live show I talked about, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last night. And you are definitely the real MVPs for coming and chatting with me right now. So thank y'all so much for joining me, family. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.